We've all been there. You're scrolling through an online store and you see a tech gadget that looks incredibly cool, costs less than a decent dinner, and promises to change your life. You buy it, wait 3 days for delivery, and then within 48 hours, it's sitting in a drawer gathering dust because it was ultimately just a piece of plastic junk. The truth is, the budget tech category is filled with noise. However, there is a sweet spot around the $50 mark where engineering meets affordability, and you can find tools that don't just sit on your desk, but actually solve daily frustrations. Today, we are cutting through the gimmicks to look at the best budget tech gadgets under $50 that are genuinely useful in your daily life, whether you're a student, a freelancer, or just someone trying to optimize their routine. Let's start with the one thing we all carry but rarely think about until it fails us: the power brick. If you look in your bag right now, you probably have a bulky charger for your laptop, a smaller one for your phone, and maybe even a third for your tablet. The first must-have gadget in this price bracket is a high-quality 67-watt GaN charger. GaN stands for gallium nitride, a material that allows chargers to be much smaller and more efficient than the traditional silicon ones. For less than $50, you can get a charger that is half the size of a standard MacBook brick, but features 3 ports. Imagine being at a crowded coffee shop with only one available outlet. Instead of choosing which device lives and which one dies, you can plug in your laptop, your phone, and your headphones all at once. It's not just about the convenience, it's about reclaiming space in your bag and reducing the cable clutter that slows you down. When you can consolidate 3 chargers into one pocket-sized cube, you realize that some of the best tech isn't about adding features, but about removing friction. While we are on the subject of things we carry, let's talk about the mini heart attack we all feel when we reach for our wallet and it isn't there. Most people are familiar with Bluetooth trackers, but they often think of the bulky keychain style ones. However, for about $30, you can get a credit card style tracker like the Tile Slim. This device is specifically engineered to be as thin as 2 credit cards, allowing it to slide into your wallet or passport holder without creating a weird bulge. It integrates with your phone, so if you're running late for a meeting and can't find your wallet, you can simply ring it. Even more useful is the reverse feature. If you have your wallet but can't find your phone, you can double tap the button on the card to make your phone scream, even if it's on silent. For a freelancer who is constantly moving between different co-working spaces or a student rushing between lecture halls, this $30 investment is essentially insurance against the hours of stress and the hundreds of dollars it would cost to replace lost IDs and cards. Speaking of being out and about, everyone uses their phone's flashlight, but have you ever noticed how awkward it is? It drains your phone battery, it's hard to grip while you're trying to unlock a door or look for a dropped item, and the light is usually a weak, flooded beam. This is where a dedicated EDC, or everyday carry, flashlight comes in. For under $50, you can get something like the Nitecore Teeny 2. This thing is smaller than a car key and sits on your keychain, yet it pumps out 500 lumens of light. To put that in perspective, that's bright enough to light up an entire backyard or a dark alleyway. It even has a tiny OLED display that tells you exactly how much battery runtime is left in minutes. It's one of those gadgets you don't think you need until the power goes out, or you're walking to your car in a dark parking lot, or you're trying to plug in cables behind a dusty desk. Once you have a real light on your keychain, you'll find yourself using it every single day, and you'll wonder how you ever relied on your phone's weak LED. Moving into your workspace, whether that's a dorm room desk or a home office, there is a gadget that sounds like a luxury but quickly becomes a necessity: the Smart Mug Warmer. If you're someone who gets into the zone while working or studying, you know the tragedy of reaching for your coffee only to find it has gone stone cold. A high-quality mug warmer with adjustable temperature settings usually costs around $30 to $40. Unlike the cheap versions that just have an on-off switch, The better models allow you to set a precise temperature, like 55 degrees Celsius. This keeps your drink at the perfect sipping temperature for hours. It sounds simple, but it removes that constant distraction of having to get up, go to the microwave, and reheat your drink. It's about maintaining your flow state. For a freelancer billing by the hour or a student cramming for an exam, anything that keeps you glued to your seat and focused on the task at hand is worth its weight in gold. Now, let's talk about audio. We all have our main headphones, but sometimes you want to share music or listen to a podcast while you're doing chores, showering, or even riding a bike, and you don't want to be isolated by earbuds. The JBL Clip series is the gold standard for budget portable audio. For under $50, you get a fully waterproof rugged speaker with a built-in carabiner. You can clip it to your backpack, your belt loop, or even a shower rod. The battery lasts for 10 hours, and the sound quality is shockingly deep for something that fits in the palm of your hand. It's the ultimate utility speaker. It's not meant to replace a home theater system. It's meant to be the speaker that goes everywhere your expensive tech is too afraid to go. It's built to take a beating, get splashed with water, and keep playing, making it a perfect companion for a lifestyle that isn't lived entirely behind a desk. Finally, we have to address the physical toll that tech takes on our bodies. If you're a freelancer or a student, you likely spend hours looking down at your phone. This leads to tech neck, which is a genuine source of fatigue. A simple, sturdy, adjustable phone stand is perhaps the most underrated gadget on this list. For about $15 to $20, you can get a weighted aluminum stand that holds your phone or tablet at eye level. This is a game changer for long video calls, following a tutorial while you work on your computer, or even just watching a video while you eat lunch. It turns your phone from a handheld distraction into a secondary dedicated screen. When you combine this with a small portable Bluetooth keyboard, which you can also find for under $30, you suddenly have a mobile workstation that fits in a small pouch. The common thread between all these gadgets is that they solve micro-frustrations. One saves you from carrying 3 bricks, another saves your coffee, another saves your neck, and another saves your wallet. When you add up the time and stress these small tools save you over the course of a week, you realize that you don't need to spend thousands of dollars to significantly upgrade your daily experience. It's about choosing the tools that fill the gaps in your routine. If you start with just one of these, maybe the charger or the tracker, you'll quickly see how much smoother your day-to-day life can become. Tech should work for you, not the other way around, and these 7 tools are the perfect place to start.